Live. What's going on there? I did notice someone say that Periscope is finally finished up, and I'm still multi-streaming out to Twitter. Well, I thought I was. So I took Twitter off of my multi-stream, and then all of a sudden I can stream now. So that's good news. But it's finally working. So this is what last night the Tasmanian tiger, and I've got that kind of in a bubble like so, where Crumpet's spotting Safi out in the wilderness and thinks he's got a glimpse of a Tasmanian tiger, but Elijah knows that it's only Safi. So a few things that I did here is obviously over in here I worked on the map, sunscreen on the backpack pocket, but the toothpaste and toothbrush are on the other side of the backpack because it's standing the other way. So that's all important stuff. Now tonight's drawing is a bit of a could be a tricky one, but there's nothing like learning in public and making a fool of yourself. So here we've got so Elijah's taking a switch while he's in the shower to conserve electricity. So that's pretty helpful, isn't it, when you're taking a shower, to have someone turn off the lights. So I might just go out to the text to start with. And here's a wonderful website if you haven't checked out. Andy C. Marshall's WordPress. Look at this. These are Motivate Man pictures here. And all my links and everything to everywhere I am on social is all there. However, let's just get rid of that so I don't get crazy stuff happening. We want to look over here to Super Scout. And now I did get sent a new script, however, for one tonight. Now we have to be wise with the resources we use. We can make the right choices. Okay, we'll start with that. And then go over into Procreate. Go to add text. Going in here, been doing 24, left aligned. And just pasting in there. That's not left aligned. I say. How rude. Okay. Now I also might bring in for this page, I'm not sure if I have it, is I have my black half page. I've got 15 layers here already. I'm going to have to merge down. I wonder what that is. I have to be careful what I merge down. I can merge down this detail. So I will insert a photo. Now going here, not that one. Insert a photo. I've got just black frame. That one. And go fit to screen. Obviously bring it right up front. Make it transparent. And move it across here. So just so I get a feeling. It's a good guide for when you're adding text. So basically down the center of the mirror. Now we have to be wise for resources we use. I somehow think that line break is different. We can make the right choices to save the noise. So use is the end of that sentence. It's one of the slightly annoying things is it doesn't bring in might have to do that again. There we go. On Max 1972729, want to become famous by followers, primes, and viewers on a website on Twitch. No, I'm cool. Being famous seems like it could be slightly annoying. So try and bring it down to there. It's this hook. What I'll do is I think I'll fudge out the hook a little bit so it's not quite so. Not quite so contrasty right behind the text. Now that one can merge down to that one. And get going on some writing, which will be calligraphy monoline as per usual, and straight black to start off with on this layer. So here we go. Just check. On 8. So I wonder how I can my multi-stream to the new Twitter live. Probably should start by updating my Prism Live Studio app on my mobile phone. Actually see if it has an update for that, because I was finding I was really liking the way your live stream appears on a Twitter feed. It just kind of starts playing as you're scrolling down. It's quite eye-catching, and you can either see that jump on the live stream from Twitter, or you can go, okay, so he's streaming out to YouTube, Facebook and Twitch as well, so I'll jump on the preferred streaming platform and check out what he's doing. But yes, we'll need something must be done. We've got some dogs barking in the background for authenticity. Tonight's going to be freezing. I'm here in our bus Millie. It's sleeping in the back as usual, so if they wake up or someone starts crying or whatever, the live stream will end as per normal. Live stream will normally run about for 1 hour. It's an hour. I try and keep an hour of my drawing time where I share what I'm drawing at that particular point in time on the live. It's a good opportunity to check in with the author Rob, who often drops in. He drops in almost every night, but he's not here tonight. Maybe they have scouts tonight. I don't know, what night is it tonight? Not even sure what day of the week it is. I think it might be Saturday. Someone's waking up. It should be pretty. Had a very busy day. Could also, depending on how I've laid out the towel, could move the towel down a bit lower. So hopefully this doesn't, the end of Periscope doesn't mean, anyway, because I know, the only reason I know that Periscope might have finally shut its doors is because D. Niman tweeted about it. And he tends to know. Now we duplicate this layer. What? Calligraphy monoline brush. Make it white. And this is where magic happens. Like so. But then more magic happens when you get this layer. Ooh. Let's just zoom in so we get a few letters quite large. And we do our offset. So I tend to bring it down a full thickness of a line and across a full thickness of a line as my guide. Now some layer. There we go. I think I can merge these down. I'm going to just move it so I'm just up above that mirror. It kind of looks a little bit better. And the whole page is going to be darker as well. Now we have to be wise with the resources we use. We can make the right choices to save them, not lose. I'm going to remove that. Can you turn off the light to save money on power? Will you help the environment and have a quick shower? Can you turn off a light to save money on power? Will you help the environment and have a quick shower? So the bottom line's quite long. There as well. But we'll give it a go. And text. Left aligned. Can you turn off a light to save money on power is one line. Oh no, can you turn off light so many on power so light so light? Save money on power. We help the environment and have a quick shower as all one line. I think this one's going to be too big. We help the environment have a quick shower. That's too big. Can you turn off a light to save money on power? Will you help the environment and have a quick shower? I think it should be on the and. We'll get to know when I hear back from Rob from Elijah and Crumpet. So let's move that one across. Might get a bit of canvas grid going here. This helps kind of get it on the level, man. So just above there. Not sure if I might go completely on the purple. Shower curtain. However, that will be going over Elijah. Elijah's going to be reaching out towards the switch. So we'll see how it looks. Not sure, the exposure seems to change a bit. Let's see if that kind of fixes the exposure a bit. That fixed the exposure a bit. Monoline, black, 8% brush size. I try and make the font, trying to quickly kind of make it hand-drawn, kid-like, but still trying to be very clear. But sometimes doing it quickly just ends up looking a bit too shabby. Certainly good to have this text underneath as a guide. It's a good way to try to create kind of a hand-drawn text look for your kids' book. One thing I've noticed when I've added a live stream information to Facebook, it tries to get me to save it as an event. So I might actually do that in the future. See if it works any differently. I just updated recently tonight, my schedule on Twitch. I've realised it's very old. And it's like, I had 3 nights a week at 9, I think it was 9 a.m. or 9:30 a.m. And I've completely gone the other end of the clock now. And it's 9 p.m. at night, every night, unless something is going on. Like recently we've been travelling up to the mid-north of South Australia because my wife's studying some work out there soon. We'll be taking our bus, which we live on, and converting. And so we'll be living out bush, but we'll still have internet coverage, and we'll still be able to do lives. But by the time we've moved out there, we will have finished this book, and we will be starting another one. Hey Rob, how you going? I had a few false starts tonight, and I think I know what the problem is. I think they have finally killed Periscope, which is the platform I was using to broadcast out to Twitter. Because Twitter now has its own live, built-in live thing, but I don't know. So I was trying to multi-stream and it wouldn't let me multi-stream, and I couldn't work out what was going on. And then I just happened to stumble upon a tweet from Dean Niman saying that Periscope has finally been shut down. So I took Periscope off the list because I go to YouTube, Twitch, Facebook and Periscope. And as soon as I took Periscope off, I could multi-stream. So I'll have to look into that, because I have been liking streaming out onto Twitter. It's kind of cool having that video just pop up in the stream, and you can see that I'm working away there in Twitter. But anyway, I have to look into that a bit and see how it goes. How are you going tonight, Rob? Late on as out at a friend's birthday. Oh, cool. Say happy birthday for me. Are you dining, or is it a party time? Hope you're indoors. It's freezing cold where we are. It's going to actually freeze tonight. Really happy with how last night's page looks. I'll show you in a second. Putting the Tasmanian tiger into the speech bubble, and the layout, I've done a few extra things. Oh, you're back now and you're at a party. Yeah, cool. A few extra things I flipped, which of course they were fine editing work. Noticing that, so I've put a drink bottle and sunscreen in the backpack pouches. What else did I do? You might have seen the map last time. Quite happy with the map. I don't know, I just really like some pages. You're just really happy with the layout and how it looks and feels, and that's one of those is this room going to be dark so you can read the white text? Yes, it will be dark. I'm still doing, I'm doing with drop shadow throughout, but obviously white. It might just hopefully make it pop a little bit more. I'm going to put a bit of, I know this is basically putting characters onto the page kind of thing that I'm doing, but I'm going to add some darkness to the room just so we can get a good. Now, while you were out partying, I have taken the liberty of splitting this line. I know you sent me an update of the script, but I don't know that this page was updated. I figured it was just the same. Got a bit of a long line up here, and we had the same with this one. Can you turn off a light to save money on power? I think, just looking at the thing, yeah, so can you turn off a light to save money on power? The last line was, will you help the environment and have a quick shower? And so I've split that, so hopefully that looks to see that looks right. Anyway, a close up of a map. Yes, it would be my pleasure. Let's go. So here we go. We've got the Safi there. I've kind of got the map all crumpled up. I've got some kind of what do you call it, contour lines. Those breaks look good. Okay, fantastic. So I've got some contour lines. I've got a creek bed running through. I've got the dotted line to X marks the spot on the map. I've got the compass there, north, south, east, west. We've got the water bottle here. Now the sunscreen, you can read sunscreen if you go in very tight. That yellow on the blue doesn't really pop. Whether we want it to pop or not is another thing. I could try a different colour combo on the sunscreen, but whether we want it to look really clear or not, or whether it to just be there. And so this is kind of how that page looks. And I'm really loving the way the Tasmanian tiger looks in that speech bubble with the writing. Yeah, so hope you like that, Rob. I'm pretty happy with that page. Page break's going to come straight down here, so that's fine. But yeah, no, I love this one. One of my fave. You have your faves. This is one of my fave pages. So, going back into the bathroom. So we've got those breaks which look good. Approval. Now, delete that one. Duplicate that one. Alpha lock it. Get some white on. And change the colour of that. And we'll do our drop shadow. Is it cold up there tonight, Rob? It's free. It's going to be frost warning tonight. Okay. I'll get in closer before I do my drop shadow, because I've got a method for my drop. But I'm doing it with the shadow, of course. So I'm coming down about a line thickness and coming across a line thickness. It's kind of my guide for my drop shadow. Can we split the left side? Yes, we can indeed. So I could ask you. Now we have to be wise. Now I imagine with the resources we use, so go from start the next sentence with width. Now we have to as we use. Does that sound like the go? Was warmer, but with skies temp drop not cold enough for a fire though. Okay. Yeah, after wise. Okay. Alrighty. Let's give that a go then. Anyway, first. So merge that one down to there. Go back onto here. And take these ones. Move them down. Go with the resources we use. Yes, I have a monkey face. Can we make the right choices on one line? We can make the right choices on one line. Okay, yes. Thank you. The monkey face got my attention. It's a good technique for anyone on YouTube. We have a special code. Everything. Triple monkey face. Yeah. We can make the right choices on one line. Yep, I was just making sure that the triple monkey face wasn't something I'd missed. Have a look at what that looks like. I've got to fix something up here on the T. I mean on the H, I've just missed a bit. At wise. Like so. Now we have to be wise with the resources we use. We can make the right choices to save them not lose. Very good. Low, I tripled to make sure you saw it. Okay. I think I've gone a bit too close with this one. problem with chopping and changing them around. So we have to see Y's on the first line. After Y's, so we have to see Y's in the first line. Not sure what you mean there, so we have to see Y's on the first line. Oops, no draw on here. Oh, okay. Now we have to be Y's, sorry. So the second line is only with the resources we use, is that correct? Do I get a confirmation? I'll just have a sip of coffee while we get confirmation. You cut it before Y's. Cut it after Y, yeah, so now we have to be Y. Yes, I see what I've done. Yeah, I get it. This must be frustrating on your end, Rob. He just doesn't understand. Do you find yourself shouting at the computer screen? Do that, not that. Why is it deciding to do this all of a sudden? You silly, silly thing. Okay. Looking good. Now I'll just get the left alignment sorted out, and then I have a idea for how I get the spacing all correct. Sometimes I write too briefly, but then you read it differently. I'm always reading stuff wrongly. You should see me with IKEA instructions. Oh, except there's no text with IKEA instructions. I need to slow down when I read. I always try and read too fast. So I need to spend longer and be very clear. It's a good lesson in communication. Okay, so my theory is that we get this one. How can they both be layer 16? So get this over here. I have to bring down the opacity so it doesn't do my head in. So if I get this one, I can kind of line it up. Because I've been moving everything around. I want to make sure that it's not actually in a text block anymore. You know, it's got to be close. This one could come down just a touch. Doing the right one. Makes you realise what a coded message is on the battlefield can be very dangerous. Yeah, exactly. Yes, I wonder if I make many mistakes with the Enigma machine. Is it called the Enigma machine? Do you know that one? There was a movie about it. With who was it? Was it Benedict Cumberbatch? Nah. Forget what I was called. I'm usually very good with movies. Remembering movie names. Benedict Cumberbatch. Enigma. It might have just been called Enigma. There's been a couple of movies made. I could get you to be my Google to find out what the movie is, Rob. You'd be like on Joe Rogan podcast. Get that up, Jamie. Get that up on the screen, Jamie. Okay. Details, but I think we've got... So now I need that one across here. Opacity up. I'm thinking on here, but it's probably going to be different when I get Elijah in the shower. And I was thinking of doing a bit of a detracting from the whole thing, and probably do a whole tint. Let's merge that down now, and we'll get new layer, get black, and fill layer, bring that down, just kind of give it a darkness to it. And then maybe I can add some light in the hallway. How the text pops now. So let's just have a little look at some light in the hallway. See how that goes. come back and tidy up that edge in a minute because I'm not quite sure whether I'm actually doing the edge of a door. I'm putting some light on the edge of a door as well. See this in my layering. I think when I do paint, I need to sit down with a pen and paper and work out where my layers begin and end before I start the drawing. Enigma 2002 about Bletchley code breakers. There you go. Thank you very much, Rob. Enigma. See, it was Enigma. Benedict Cumberbatch. I really like his acting. I really liked the Sherlock that he did with I'm going blank tonight with that guy for Hobbit. Tend to like TV shows with rude people. Also liked House as well. I mean, House is pretty much a Sherlock Holmes type thing anyway. So, I just need to redo my door frame lines. Just because it's hard to erase that exact. Now, to kind of work out where I run a shadow line down the door. And of course, Crumpet's going to be here as well. What I'll do is go back to the shadow and not do the floor just yet, because I'll work out where Crumpet's shadow lies, because Crumpet's going to be standing in the doorway. So we'll just leave it at the bottom of the wall for now. It won't be the way it is in the end, but if there was I need to make a note. Where's my pencil? I need to make a note of so you can drag and drop paint, but in Adobe Draw you used to be able to so you'd hold on a selected area, and if you were deleting stuff, if you pressed and held on the object, the whole lot would delete. Like if I just pressed, if it was an isolated area, the whole lot would delete. But it doesn't work like that on Procreate. So I need to remember. It's a good thing about these lives is I need to go and remember to go back and work out how you do it, and then I can share it on my next live. And I'll just leave the doorknob for now like that. there's one thing I noticed that I had left out on one of the pickies I'd uploaded. Then my light switch has disappeared because it's behind stuff. I've got to have a light switch. The light switch is the star of the show in this page because Crumpet's turning off the light. Being a very naughty monkey. Where are we, light switch? Here we are. Might just get in and tidy that up. Not with an eraser that big. And go. So stay on that. Make it a little bit darker, so give it a bit of separation. It's a bit too dark, can't really tell what it is. Maybe it needs to be lighter. It looks the same. There we go, that looks better. So up is off. Yes. Up is off, isn't it? Yes. Things. So I've got my idea for Crumpet in the hallway. Let me just check what Crumpets I've got first up. Now, where's my Crumpet files? I don't really have many Crumpets in there yet. To go to Adobe Draw. I pretty much know the one I want. Yes, it's this one, but I'm going to have to do some alterations to his arms. As I have done previously, and it works quite well. Somehow I ended up with my thylacine up there. I've got to move that out. Okay. Let's check I've got as many, so merge that down. Add insert photo. Here we go. Because I'm going to have him with his arm just up, flicking it there. And so with Elijah, he's going to be basically a complete silhouette that I put in behind the shower screen. I'm thinking kind of the Elijah where he is. It's kind of a front cover of Motivate Man. Let's see if I brought him across already. I haven't brought that one across. So go into Illustrator. Oh man, the temperature's just dropped again. As soon as this live's done, I'm going to be going and turning the heater up. It's for one with his back turned. Oh no, it's not the one with the front cover. It's the one where he's performing super room tidying skills. And I can kind of convert that to him leaning out of a shower in silhouette theory. If I can find him, I've gone past him. He's here somewhere. The filing system in Adobe Draw leaves a lot to be desired. Here we go. Now if let's hope he's on a separate layer on this page. No, that's just a single page, but it's that. Doesn't really provide much body shape though, so it might not be. Maybe something like that, and if I flip him round, then this whole image. I'll give it a go. But it's pretty much time to wrap up the live stream and you'll get to see what I've done. Image. So yeah, you'll see what I have done a bit later on, Rob, but yeah, going back to last night's one, I might just go do it like, so that's last night's. And I've got this one here. Oh yes, Rob, I don't know if I told you before, I sneaked a Safi hiding around the corner here in that page. Oh yeah, I haven't put that one in yet since you were showing me the updated text on that. Yeah, I'm gonna draw in colour in that other character, add the extra characters, but yeah, it's coming along very well. So yeah, great. You could drop in, Rob, and we'll catch you next time on the Sketchy Live. Please hit the like button if you haven't already, and if you're watching on the replay, and if you like follow the whole journey, please subscribe, and yeah, have a good night and sweet dreams.